channel. If you are new here, my name is Celeste and I'm a high school counselor.
I'm Lacey and I am a 6th grade language arts teacher. And today, as you can see, we are matching. We're on the couch and we are going to have a cozy girls' night. We have these often because we're best friends, but we decided to kind of do some big sister advice, just have a little girl talk. And this video will be posted on Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to all you guys watching this video. Let's jump right in. We have a little friend playing in the background, so whenever you hear any noise,
It's Preston.
it's Preston.
My son.
You guys are used to it by now.
You definitely hear Preston in the background of all of my videos. Yeah, he's just typical 3-year-old.
He wanted to join the girl talk. So the first topic is actually about friendships. I got all these topics from my students because I wanted this to be like appropriate, family-friendly video.
Absolutely.
So I did ask my students, since I teach kids, and we just wanted to talk about our experience with our friendship and everything like that, and how we think friendships remain strong. Because we were just talking about, this is our 8th year of our friendship, and that's a long time.
Very long. Very long.
You're getting old.
Yeah. No, you're getting old.
You are 2 years older than me.
Okay. You're right.
Anyway, we're talking about being strong. Why are we fighting?
Right. That's how we stay strong, because we just have
Humor.
fun with each other. Yeah. We're like, we actually have like real life conversations, and I think that's important too. Like, communication is very important, and like, we don't text like every day, but when we text, we just pick up. Like, we don't say, hey, how are you? We just text. We start the conversation just like, oh, Lacey, where have you been? Basically, like, we just, I don't know. And it's been like that ever since we became friends. Like, it's always been just natural and effortless.
For sure, and I think it's definitely gotten stronger since I moved here, because we were actually long distance friends for a while. So just quick background, I'm from Atlanta. I now live in South Georgia, obviously, where Celeste lives, and I'm married to her cousin. So I'm with her and obviously my husband and their whole family down here. So all the times that I was long distance dating him, I was also her long distance friend. So I would only see her when I would come to visit him, and I always would try to balance my time with him and my time with this friendship, because friendships are just as important as romantic relationships.
Absolutely.
So it was definitely harder back then, just because we only saw each other once or twice a month, but now we see each other a lot more often. Not as often as you think, being this close, because educators are tired.
Life.
Yes.
Life be lifing.
But
even when I lived in Kennesaw, like, we still didn't see each other as often, because I felt like, you know, you had your own thing with your family was there, and then I had like work stuff, and so like, we just found a balance. And whenever we were able to hang out, we, you know, of course hung out, but we of course stayed in contact and communicated. So communication is key.
For sure. We didn't have like a typical friendship, because we met her last year of college, and it was my first year at Kennesaw. So she was starting her career and everything. Like she was saying, we didn't see each other often because she was working and I was still in school. So our schedules were kind of opposite.
Different. Yeah.
So we have never had a typical consistent friendship until now. In terms of seeing each other, of course. So communication has gotten a lot better, and I feel like we've gotten a lot closer because we see each other more, we share more of our life, and I feel like she can check me, I can check her, and it's all love. Like, it's not
literally.
Adult friendships, it's about
Checking
sometimes you gotta check each other in a respectful way, of course. Like, that's just, we're very big on honesty, and if I feel like I need to talk to you about something, I will, and same thing for you. And I feel like that would not have happened when I was still in Atlanta.
No, absolutely not.
If you're trying to make friends or trying to strengthen friendships, communication is key. Be honest with each other.
Yes.
Give them advice. Try to help them improve their life. Don't bring them down. That's all very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of the above.
So the next topic is exercise, and I figured like eating healthy can kind of go along with that. So how do you feel? Like, do you have any goals for this year?
Yes, I actually was doing really well at the end of the year last year. So ending 2023, just starting in the fall was really good. Now I've slowed down just because of coaching has kind of like took over my outside life from work. And so I really haven't had a time to like be strategic and exercise. My goal is to do at least 2 to 3 days out of the week, like just working out, doing something. So what I've done, since I can't make it to the gym, like with my crazy life, I do a home workout in the mornings right before I start my day. And it, you know, sometimes it can be 10 minutes, sometimes it's 5 minutes, but it's just something to, like, you know, get my body going. And I also stretch every night before I go to bed, and that's like really, really good too. But as far as the gym, I gotta get back consistent. And eating healthy, I do try to take my lunch every single day to work. Sometimes it doesn't happen, sometimes it's life, sometimes I have to do takeout, but most of the time I just try to pack my lunch so I can, you know, manage what I eat. What about you?
Yeah, so my goal was 3 times a week for 2024, and my days are Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I mean, it's only the first couple weeks of February, but I've kept up with it. But eating well is so important because there's really no point in me going to the gym if I'm gonna go home and eat a whole bag of hot fries, and it happens sometimes. So I'm still working on the eating well because I'm very much I'm craving boba tea. We were just talking about that. I almost got some tonight, and I said I'm not gonna do that. But typically, if I'm like, okay, I want to treat myself, I had a long day at work, then I'll just go treat myself. So just like need to be more balanced with the eating and everything like that, because I work out and I'm consistent with that, but I need to make sure what I'm putting in my body is, you know, helpful, because I'm burning these calories and then I go home and they come right back. But in terms of my workout routine, I am pretty consistent, and I do the treadmill routine that's called 12-3-30. It's all over TikTok and social media. The treadmill is at an incline of 12 and a speed of 3 for 30 minutes. And it's actually pretty challenging because 12 incline is very steep. Yeah. So I've been doing that every time I go to the gym. When my hair is pressed out like this, it is kind of hard, and I do need to make sure I don't get too sweaty. So I definitely monitor my temperature a little more.
All right, so the next topic is fashion. And I don't know, like I have really, really fallen in love with Shein. Like Shein is my spot. For me, Preston, like it's my spot. But I mean, I also for sure still love my favorites like TJ Maxx and Target for like some, you know, in
like specific things.
Yeah. But Shein has definitely been my go-to for fashion.
These pajamas are actually from Shein. Make sure you check out the haul I posted a few days ago. Super good quality. Like I'm gonna wear these all the time, not just Valentine's. But I also love Shein. Obviously, like I said, I posted a haul, and I probably shop there at least like once a month, like one kind of big order. They have men's clothes too, so I get stuff for my husband as well. I also love Target and TJ Maxx. That's literally our routine. Like on the weekends, we go to Target and TJ Maxx. But other than just shopping, we both love fashion. Like I feel like I've always tell her she always looks nice. She's always looking put together. She loves to put outfits together. Same thing for me. So we are both very into fashion. And I feel like if I wasn't a teacher, I would definitely work with clothing or something like that.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. You never know. Never know. The next topic is nails, and honestly, you have a lot more experience than I do because I just kind of do my nails at home the lazy way because I'm very cheap. Like, I'll get my hair done, but everything else that I can do at home, I'm like, I'm gonna do it at home. But tell me, what do you usually get at the nail salon?
So I always get gel. I get gel on my toenails and I get gel on my nails. Right now I just have like the tips of my nails. It's like pink for Valentine's.
Yeah, cute.
Valentine's inspired. But I always get gel on my nails and toes. I enjoy having my nails done, but I hate going to the nail salon.
And sitting there?
Yeah, like the sitting there and like the wait and like that is not like fun. But I definitely have to have my nails done.
Yeah, so I do my nails at home. I've shown before, but I do nail strips. So they're kind of like nail stickers. They're pretty long, so you just file them for whatever length you need. So these are the ones I have right now for Valentine's. I had Galentine's last night with some of my coworkers, so I did my nails right before. There's definitely a lot of cute patterns and everything, like even just from Amazon. These are just Amazon nails, and they came with a pack of like 16 different colors and patterns, and it really is easy to do, and they do stay not as long as like gel or anything, but I maybe change them like every weekend. So once a week seems kind of often, but it's really not, because this takes me 5 to 10 minutes to do. So that's how I do my nails. But I figured this would be cool to talk about since we do our nails differently, for sure. And our next topic is actually hair, which I feel like is a similar vibe. So as you can see right now, my hair is pressed out. I got a silk press a week ago. I also do
About a week ago.
I do get relaxers because my hair is super thick. I know that's not really an excuse, and I know chemical isn't the greatest, but my hair is still healthy. It's still growing. I go to the salon to get it relaxed, so that way I know they're using something that is actually helpful for my hair. She trims it, and that really has been helping my hair. I get relaxers every 8 weeks. So once I'm tired of my hair being like this, like in the next week or two, then I'll get braids. And that's pretty much my cycle of getting my hair relaxed and pressed out, and then getting braids, and just kind of going back and forth.
For me, I get sew-ins, and so I got my hair pressed out. I am actually 100% natural. I got the rest of my relaxed ends trimmed off about a week ago now, maybe 2 weeks ago.
About a week ago.
So I'm 100% natural. Right now I have a sew-in with a little bit of leave out, so a little bit of my natural hair, but normally I get a full sew-in every time. But yeah, so I wear my hair not often. I don't wear my natural hair often. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I have to find what works best for my natural hair, because it is natural and I am used to having relaxed hair, and so I am trying to work that out. And so I did like when I had my natural hair about a week ago. I did like it. It looked very good. It was healthy. I go to Tanya Snooty for my natural hair, so if you're in the area, you probably will know her. But yeah, so I definitely keep my hair either in braids or a sew-in at all times.
Yeah, so we have completely like different experiences.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up getting my hair done or really being exposed to all the different things. So I honestly had to teach myself and learn in adulthood what I would ask for in a salon. So I'm still learning certain things. I've done a lot of different types of braids that I enjoy. And of course, like I said, I get my hair relaxed and everything. But there's still a lot of things that I am willing to try just because I didn't do it when I was younger.
Try it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The second to last topic is the topic of independence. I figured this one would be interesting because I'm married and she's not married, but we both are very independent.
Yeah.
So just kind of
INDEPENDENT.
I figured we could both talk about our experience and how we feel about independence and our alone time and stuff like that. And that's partly why our friendship worked long distance, because we both just always like having our own space.
Yes.
So tell me how you feel like about independence, like you like living alone.
I just love having my own space. I have definitely lived with someone before. I've had roommates in the past. I've, lived with my significant other, and I honestly I like living alone. I like having my own space. I like having my house a certain way. Like, I feel like my house has to be like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm trying to teach Preston the same thing. And so I love coming home and like being able to do whatever I want and have my own routine and have Preston's routine set. And so right now in the stage that I'm in, I like having my independence. But eventually, whenever the right person comes along and sweeps me off of my feet, and whenever I am married, I'm sure like I'll try to balance, living with my significant other.
Yeah, and before I got married, I lived by myself as well, and I had about 2.5 years to live on my own, as well as during COVID, I was by myself, so I was literally didn't really have anyone. I loved living alone. Being a teacher, you always hear all these things in your ear all day, voices, and so once you get home, it's just silent. And even now that I'm married, like we definitely both have our own space. He has his own little man cave where he can play his video games, and he's very, this is her cousin, so she knows. He's very independent as well, and he's very like introverted and quiet, and of course we talk and ask each other about our day. We cook dinner together, but after that, like we both work all day, so we're just tired, and literally we'll be sitting in the bed together or sitting on the couch together, but he'll be watching TV, I'll be on my phone on TikTok or something. So I definitely feel like I'm still able to unwind and just do what I want to do after work, because he's very similar to me in terms of valuing his independence in alone time as well.
Yeah.
So
I think that's important, like going into like the relationship topic, finding that balance that work for the both of you guys. And like I feel like y'all done that, like, because I'm sure it was an adjustment at the beginning, like, of your relationship or marriage.
Sure
or whatever.
was. We were long distance too. We went from long distance to married and living together.
Right.
And it took
and
some
everybody,
time.
I feel like everybody has to go through that part in the relationship.
You expect to, like, you assume, like, what you see on movies and TV shows, it's like, oh my gosh, attached at the hip. We both kind of went in with different expectations due to media and stuff, and we just had to figure out like what actually worked.
Yeah.
So
and what works for you guys, and not, you know, and that makes a difference too. Because you can't, what works for me and, you know, my person probably won't work for you and your person, and vice versa. So.
It took a while, but I think being long distance was part of that as well, because we had never lived together, lived in the same area together or anything. But that actually kind of leads us to our last thing. So our last topic is going to be our Icks. So obviously I'm not dating anymore, but I definitely have Icks in my mind. I'm sure I could think of some
you
things.
Go first.
I would say an ick, if I was dating someone or on a first date, if someone is disrespectful to like the waiter or something like that. Like a waiter is trying to do their job. Restaurants get backed up. Sometimes they're busy. Sometimes they're understaffed. We just don't know what they're going through. So like if my date was getting really mad at the waiter or the manager or anyone, no matter what kind of date it is, manager or worker anywhere, like that's kind of a red flag, because everyone is doing the best they can. What's an ick that you have in dating?
Okay, I have several. Let me just think of one. One main ick for me is bad communication. Because communication, like we said, even in friendships, is just so important. And so bad communication is just a no-go. Like that's, I don't know. And like nowadays in dating, I feel like social media and just other things in general, or, you know, just childhood traumas, people don't communicate like they should. And I feel like, I don't know what it is, what has changed or why is it different, but communication is very important. So bad communication right off the rip, that's the cutoff.
Oh, I understand. I would say one thing that was kind of hard for me to adjust to, that I kind of adjusted to now, was kind of like the balance of hanging out with the boys and then hanging out with me. And at first, like my husband, when I would first come and visit him and stuff like that, he would hang out with the boys a lot. And I'm like, I'm driving 3 hours to see, you know, to see you, and you're hanging out with the boys. So of course we had that conversation, and it was fixed. But at first I was kind of like, I'm not going to be doing all this driving just for you to hang out with the boys you see every day. So that's kind of an ick, because it should be a balance. It's not like they can't see their boys, but especially long distance, like, you know, I'm only seeing you on a weekend, really less than 48 hours. So just hang out with me. Like
another ick for me is like not feeling like I'm prioritized. And I mean, that goes along with like spending time and, you know, making the person.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
Yes, that's important. time and just feeling like a priority is important. Because like I feel like, especially in dating, you're trying to learn about the person, like that's important. You're dating, you're learning about each other, you're learning about what works, you're communicating, you know, just trying to find out more about, you know, the person anyway. But yes, if you do not prioritize me, then I feel like it's a negative.
It's a big ick. Honestly, we could talk about icks for a long time, but we're just gonna end it here. Plus Preston wants to hang out with us, and we've been neglecting him. I'm so sorry, Preston. So we're gonna hang out with Preston and end our girls' night and give the boys some of our time. He is my godson, so, you know, he's both of our childs.
Yes.
But if you want a part 2, we can totally do another one. It doesn't have to just be Valentine's Day when we do girl talk. So if you like videos like this, please make sure you comment down below, like, share, and definitely subscribe to our channel because we are so close to 1,000. That is crazy.
So
we never thought we would make it here.
Yes.
Like, we
oh my
never
gosh.
thought that. So thank you guys who have been supporting us the whole way. Make sure you share these videos with your friends and get us to our 1,000 goal. And we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.